5 ways to be productive as an artist.
Oh, Dean Reynolds is here.
And I'm going to bring her in. Her name is Marisol. What's going on? How are you?
I'm excited to be here today.
5 ways to be productive as an artist. And I want to run through them real quick. Number 1, have a plan. What is your morning routine? Having a planner. How many of us have a planner where you can physically write notes? Number 3, relationships. And in parentheses, distraction. Marisa's going to dig into that tonight. And she's not afraid to speak the truth or to speak her mind. Oh my gosh. Woo! I'm excited. Is your relationship an asset or a liability? Woo! I got that from you, Marisa. Is your relationship an asset or a liability? Dear God in heaven, that's hot. That's so hot. Number 4, budget, money management. And number 5, self-care.
Well, a morning routine. So as a musician, songwriter, artist, entrepreneur, like you talked about, those are, trying to establish a morning routine. And I'm working on this myself, guys. So don't think I'm just preaching. But it's something that I feel like we all, we're not aware of this, of creating this morning routine that could really help us be productive in our days and setting our intentions when we first wake up in the morning. And that's very powerful because we're setting the tone for the day. Even though we know life happens, not everything is going to be in our control. But at least when we wake up in the morning, are you reading the Bible or do you meditate in the morning? Do you like to stretch or exercise? Do you like to have a cup of tea and sit by the bed and read a book? Like, what is the first thing that you're doing when you wake up in the morning? Are you going straight to Instagram, or are you, checking emails and getting yourself too bogged down with the daily tasks that are ahead of you? But just setting the tone off right. So a morning routine is something that is very important. And it really would help you daily to get to your tasks, to actually get them done.
Marisol, and I didn't expect you to be preaching to me. You're very out of order. Even though it might be a morning routine, it's not the correct one that I think is right for my life.
You're right about that because we're saying morning routines. So many people may have a morning routine where their morning routine is picking up their phone, looking through Instagram.
Yeah.
But we're trying to talk about a morning routine that's going to move you away from distractions. And that's going to cause you to kind of like jump into work and kind of have this day that you're fumbling through instead of something that you're actually setting your intentions for when you wake up. We have the Facebook, we have Instagram, and all of these different social media sites that were created to keep us addicted, to play on our dopamine and to get us excited, to get a like, excited to get a friend request. It's not like it's your fault that this is happening because this is actually created for that to happen. But now that we're aware of it, is now time to think about like, if someone's addicted to something, how can I make this a priority and create a new habit without picking up my phone when I first wake up?
I started writing a book 2 years ago, and the book should have been out. And I had some setbacks, and no, we can't release the book. So, yeah.
We talked about maybe having a planner or just your phone. Your phone has a note part in there where you can take notes, or you can have a planner that's digital. You can have a planner that's an actual physical, planner. Or you can visualize. I mean, I'm a visualizer. I write down as well, too.
Me too.
Don't get me wrong. I have loads and loads of notebooks that are full, but I also visualize a lot. That helps me organize and see things. When I can see it, I'm like, okay, then I can write it down, or I can write it down and then see it.
She is from Top Secret Songwriter, made millions of dollars. I don't know why she's on here. She's made millions of dollars. What?
Do not listen to him. My company name is Top Secret Songwriter. And if you want to follow, you can go to @TopSecretSongwriter.
Talk to us about money management.
Yes, money is important. And I think A lot of artists miss out on that piece of going certain routes. You know, I'm going to quit everything and just focus on my art, and without a plan, without, you know, a money management, a budget, or any of those things. And all of those are important factors with anything, any goal, because you're all entrepreneurs at the end of the day. So
right.
money, it's a business. So at the end of the day, you have to know how to manage, work with, and have a relationship with money. I took this program with Dave Ramsey and learning about becoming debt free, because it was coming to a point where I was just like, I really want debt free. If I want to accomplish these different goals that I see for myself, I don't want to wait for these opportunities that might never come. I want to create them.
Right.
And so I had to get on the ball with my relationship and kind of break some belief systems that have been passed down in my family, especially in a Black family or Caribbean family. You know, certain belief systems you have with money, and you just want to learn how to really manage and budget. Well, my father is Jamaican.
Do you know how
that
to
was
speak
a belief?
Jamaican patois?
Do I? Just a little bit. You know, I'll go around my family just a little bit, but it wasn't.
Let's hear what you have.
I grew up in Connecticut.
Marisol,
like I have more of a Southern accent.
Let's hear what you got.
No, you can hear my accent. This is what I got. We're talking about money. Money, 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 money. QuickBooks is great. It comes with a monthly fee. But if you're just starting out, you're not really making much income, you can have a spreadsheet that could calculate, or you can even write it down. Just having a budget period is going to help you see where you're spending your money. I was shocked and blown away when I sat down with a financial advisor and realized that I was spending upwards to $600 to $800 a month on food. Even if you don't get to QuickBooks yet, or FreshBooks, or any of the very cool tools out there that can help you, or any of the apps, even just looking at your statements and writing out what you spend will give you an idea of like, okay, I really need to get this together.
And the very last one that we want to get into tonight is self-care. Oh my gosh.
We had skipped one. We skipped relationships, but we'll go to that one last.
Yes.
But self-care
My bad.
is definitely something that could be difficult for many artists to do, or creative people to do, because we're often thinking about how we could help others, or, you know, thinking of our purpose, you know, to do that. And you forget and you neglect your needs and the things that really bring you joy and that really could help you further your career. And that's the big key right there. If I'm doing well, I can do so much more. I could give so much more. My sister used to always tell me, you can't give from an empty cup, because I was that person that was always giving, doing. I use Saturday mornings as my self-care time.
Yes.
Where I do things for myself. I listen to Audible books a lot. I listen to that, or I'm doing like a Bible study plan, or just anything, as long as it's something that is for me and is whatever I want to do in that time. That's going to help me.
Relationships. Is your relationship an asset or a liability? Dear God in heaven, oh, that's so good.
So relationships that are assets, you know, you feel energy, you feel motivated with them, you feel inspired. You can have communication, you can talk back and forth. They're helpful towards you. My life doesn't feel like such a struggle just to get ahead when this person's in my life. They support your ideas. They're just there. They're a cheerleader. They're going to tell you the truth to help you challenge yourself to grow, as opposed to someone who's a liability that creates this toxic environment when you're not being true to yourself, and that person comes in and kind of controlling, manipulative, really projecting their fears onto you, never supporting you at all, you know, seem like they're just kind of in competition or constantly nagging or arguing with you. I think those are important things to recognize in relationships where you're just not on the same page. You don't align with one another. You're different. You're unique individuals. You're separate people. But there's a difference between toxicity and feeling like your life is going nowhere. Oh my God, I can do life with this person, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like I can still grow. I can still breathe. I can still be empowered with this person.
You have to compromise where
Yeah.
each spouse is supporting each other. Hey, what? What?
Hey. Hey.